Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Olace, and welcome back to Super Hostile Legendary. In the last episode, we took on the Starbright Cavern and finished that up pretty quickly, got another wall, and we're ready to continue on. We're actually going to head back to Intersection 2 and finish that up today. But before we go, I went ahead and made a new iron chestplate because our chain chestplate is about to break. And I figured let's make a new piece of armor. And we'll go ahead and enchant it. Projectile protection, that's not too bad. I'll take it. And we can go ahead and put that on. Our boots should last. We do have some chain boots if we need to take it. But honestly, I think those boots should last. So let's head off to Intersection 2. And we'll get started in the last area that we need to take on. I believe there's only one more area in that intersection. I believe all we have to do... Ooh, iron. Nice. I believe the only thing... Let's go put that back. I believe the only thing that we have to do left in there is the castle. And I believe that's going to be the yellow wool. So hopefully that's all we'll have to do. And hopefully we have enough food as well. I remember what this castle is, and honestly, it's not too bad to do. It gets bad at the end, but at the beginning, it's not too bad. So let's go ahead and eat our steak. We're getting hungry. But yeah, so Intersection 1 is finished as far as I can remember. Yeah, it's finished. And Intersection 2, which is this way, we only have the castle to do. And Intersection 3 is finished. So after this today, we'll be able to move on to Intersection 4 and then Intersection 5 and finish up this map. Now once we finish up Legendary, the plan is to head straight into the newest Super Hostile, which is Isolation, which should be a lot of fun. It is a newer version of Minecraft that it requires and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm kind of looking forward to that, although I believe it's not a full 16, a full 16 wools. So we'll find out, we'll see. But let's get to the center. Go ahead and place this guy here. So we need food and blocks on the bar. Alright, so we have Castle Invidia. Now, in case you don't know, Invidia is Latin for jealousy. And we've got to get through the darkness. Let's just shoot these guys. We have plenty of arrows. There are creeper spawners. I can tell that because of how many creepers have just spawned. Yep, there's a creeper spawner right there. So this area, if I remember correctly, is not too bad, although it is going to be a pain to deal with at first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 creeper spawners. At least. Do we dare? 7. 7 creeper spawners? Wow, that's a lot. Alright. And there's still more creepers coming. Now I don't think there are any more spawners. I think that was just a natural spawn. So let's kill these guys. And we have a giant pit to go down. Dark areas. I don't think there's anything there. Nope. Okay. So, giant pit to go down. Let's just staircase down. We have plenty of blocks. This is going to be the easier way. Our pick is also starting to break. Our iron pick, so we'll have to make a new one of those. Eventually, we could also have laddered. But I'd rather save my ladders for something else. Don't know if we're going to need them, but we're going to need plenty of blocks for this area, so hopefully we have enough. I just realized we are going to need a lot more blocks because we're going to have to bridge. We're going to have to bridge to the castle. It's not that big of a deal, but this is one of the few places in the game, at least early game, that actually uses bedrock. We're also going to be down to the bedrock fog, which is not the nicest of things. And so let's just kind of do this. And that should be fine. So yeah, bedrock fog. Which, is there a way to get that? We can turn our particles minimal. Nah, that doesn't really help. So yeah, bedrock fog. This is something you really don't see much anymore. Also, sand. So the castle is over there. We're going to dig upwards a little bit to deal with that. I accidentally threw some stuff on the ground. Alright, so the Lady of Castle Invidia used to be wealthy, but non-noble merchant. But she always looked at what other lords had and wanted the lifestyle for herself. I swear I can read. So the Lady of Castle Invidia used to be a wealthy but non-noble merchant. She always looked at what other lords had and wanted that lifestyle for herself. She spent her fortune on a cavern of her own and on a vast supply of building materials. But she did not have the funds to finish it. Her workers told her the castle so far was still good, even if it was not the best. But the lady wanted the castle better than any other castle, so she frantically kept working even after her workers had left. Unfortunately, she had no knowledge of building or construction, and she made a hectic and precarious addition to the existing foundation. She hauled all manner of materials up to the top of her wild project, but she forgot to bring a few very important supplies. When she managed to trap herself at the top of the structure, she lamented that she had forgotten to bring up any food or water. So, yeah. Moral of the story is, like what you have and don't worry so much about what others have. AKA envy, or as most people refer to it, jealousy. So, I've said this before, but the castles in Legendary are all based on some manner of 7 deadly sins. And as you can see, there is kind of a precarious structure. We're going to go farther up. And we do have another pick, so it's not that big of a deal if we run out. But I bet she took some wool up to the top with her. So we just need to kind of make a little path upwards. And I realize it probably would have been better to dig straight up. So yeah, as you can see, it's a big tower and then a lot of lava. Alright, so there's nothing in the base at all. So what we're going to do, we're going to be smart about this. We have water buckets. We're going to light this area up. And we don't really need to worry too much about anything. And I have 64 ladders. We're going to just ladder right up from here. And when we get to this glowstone, we're just going to break it. No big deal. Now, can we put ladders on glowstone? No. So we'll just do this. And continuing laddering up. And then the ceiling finally popped into existence. So right up there is where we need to go. Let's just keep on heading up. And we can start... You know what? This is good enough. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Alright, so we're going to have to clear out a little bit of this area. It is very precarious. It is very dangerous to an extent. Apologies if you can hear the motorcycle in the background. But there are ladders to get up there, as you can see. But all in all, we just need to get up to this box and get inside. Now, if we really wanted to, we could ender pearl over there. We're not going to do that. So, where is a good spot to... Honestly, straight here. Let's go from here instead. So, do we really need... Let's see, this is so terrifying to me. Because if we fall, we'll fall into lava and probably end up dying to fall damage in the lava, which is a thing. Lava does not stop fall damage like water does. The thing that we have to worry about more than anything is the skeletons. Luckily we can take them out from a distance. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. The creepers are less of a concern at this point. But we might need more blocks. We do have another stack of better blocks, but I like to use those for when we're going to need, you know, like... the creeper's going up the ladder. For when we need anything to do with... gas or explosions or anything like that. So, sturdy blocks for gas mainly. Which is something we will be encountering relatively soon, as we're going to be heading to the Nether. So let's just kill these guys. That's good enough. Make sure nothing is spawning on us. As soon as I heard the growl, I got a little bit terrified. And you know what? I'm realizing something that might be better to have on the bar than the ladders. Probably ender pearls. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill this guy. We're very close to being there. But we really need to be careful of any type of mob spawning. I don't believe there's any mobs. I don't believe there's any type of like spawners in this area until we are basically there. So let's go ahead. I want to dig some more blocks. And this has unbreaking. It's not efficient or anything like that. We'll enchant a good pick soon enough. Eventually we will get access to what am I trying to say? Diamonds. Yeah, we'll eventually get access to diamonds. That is a little ways off though. It's actually right before the final areas. So it's gonna be a bit before we can, you know, have that kind of stuff. That spider came from somewhere. Let's kill the spider. Spiders are a little concerning, but mostly we need to be worried about things like creepers. Alright, so let's just light this up. And break that. Cool. So this is very precarious. Yes, very precarious. Also, there is a bunch of sand and gravel behind there. Interesting. So we need to go up a little bit farther. Actually grab this stuff. And I don't want to take that glass walkway. So let's just do one of these. And you know what? We'll use the better blocks. Doesn't matter too much to me. At the end of the day, we're going to need to use whatever blocks we can. And make it relatively safe. Alright. So this is where things get a little bit scary. And by a little bit, I mean very much. What we can do is put a little bit of a barrier. Not that, like, there's gonna be too much in terms of, like, things to knock us off up here. But at the same time, I don't want to risk it. So we get up here, and yeah, that's the thing about all of this. So there are creepers. There are a lot of creepers, actually, and we need to get up there fairly quickly. So how about instead of where is, I wish I could see where they're falling down from. Alright, so first of all, let's light that up. So there's a hole right there, but there's spawners above us. And this is the pain. So let's remove that. What we're going to do is we're just going to... Yeah, creepers. Skeletons. Creepers. Let's just get rid of them. And... yeah, there is a creeper spawner like right above us. I don't know if it can spawn on top of us. I hope not. So just put a torch there for the time being. And have our back against the wall. And I'm doing this so that we can set some torches. And yeah, so this is only slightly terrifying. Alright, now we can get rid of that. I'm going to put a little bit of a bridge, but I want to break the path. So yeah, there is a single hole to get into this area. And it's right there. So let's go up one more and get rid of this block. And unfortunately, I think we're going to have to go back and get some more supplies. Because of just the nature of this area. Getting into this area is the hardest part. Then we just have to deal with a lot of creepers. But it's almost all bedrock, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so let's do this. Always want to have a backboard. Let's just plug that up for now. So yeah, we are going to need to grab some more blocks. And we're going to light this up a little bit more. And we're going to want plenty of explosion-proof blocks. So let's just head back down. We have a halfway decent path over here. Let's break that. And that'll work, I guess. Yeah, you know what? Let's put it up a block. There we go. So, yeah, like I said, this gets dangerous once we get up to about here. When we're in range of those spawners. And we just need to do this. Get plenty of light up here. Don't want anything spawning on us. But what we can do is set just a torch right there and close it back up. Alright, so the plan is I'm going to head back to base. I'm going to resupply, and next time we are going to deal with what's inside there. And then go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It can be a little bit risky. Ow. Break our legs a little bit too. But yeah, so this castle is probably one of the more difficult ones. There's also slimes. But everything else should be pretty easy. So I'm going to head back to the base. And I'm going to gather up some more explosion-resistant blocks as well as ladders. And we are going to attack the castle in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!